Just in, Benedict Arnold betrays his country. Dun dun dun!
Let's start at the very beginning. Benedict Arnold was born in Norwich, Connecticut on January 14, 1741 into a prosperous family. His great-grandfather was the governor of Rhode Island 4 times. He was a mischief maker and loved to play around with his friends. At age 11, his parents sent him to private school in Canterbury, Connecticut, where he became educated and studied history, mathematics, theology, Latin, and Greek. Early in his life, though, his father, a prosperous shipowner, lost his business. Benedict was pulled out of school. His mother, a religious soul, sent her son to make some money for the family and to apprentice as an apothecary. During that time, he left his post 2 times to fight in the French and Indian War, showing his patriotic spirit.
His parents soon died and he was hit heavily. He completed his pharmacy training and opened a successful drugstore. He also started to venture out into the shipping business. Before long, he became a prominent New Haven citizen. All these changes in his daily life could have caused Arnold's treason to slowly form. Getting a taste of a lavish lifestyle, he became hungry for more when it was all ripped away. His thirst for power and money and the reasons for not receiving it from the U.S. could have caused him to turn towards the British.
Serving as a colonel in the militia during the French and Indian War, he was promoted to command position. By 1774, he was captain of the Connecticut militia. He used his brilliant strategies and tireless spirit to capture the British garrison of Fort Ticonderoga in 1775. Over the next several months, he distinguished himself in several battles. In particular, his leadership marching his men through the Maine wilderness to attack Quebec stood out, although it failed. In 1776, he hindered a British invasion of New York at the Battle of Lake Champlain and gained heroic status. In 1777, he played a crucial role in defeating the British army at Saratoga. He was wounded 2 times during his career, and the second wound was quite fatal. He was an irreplaceable general with a passion for his country, but America never recognized him. This lack of recognition will lead Arnold to do unspeakable things.
It was during his military career that hatred for the U.S. most grew. Many people did not like him because of his disposition, despite his military brilliance. He felt alienated among his peers. He distinguished himself at naval battle at Lake Champlain. Once again, though, 5 generals were promoted by Congress over Arnold. This happened to him many times before, and he felt furious that his brilliance was not recognized, something he had been struggling with since birth. He threatened to resign, but Washington convinced him to stay. Congress later called reluctantly to promote him, but without seniority. His seniority was often questioned. Some said he misused his authority or misused military staff for personal reasons. This lack of being recognized really made bitterness grow in his heart and led him to his acts of treason.
Arnold continued to support the patriot cause, although he was growing increasingly bitter. He had financial problems and was alleged of financial treason. He became an object of a congressional investigation, but was eventually cleared, although he received a letter of rebuke from Washington. This caused him to weigh his relationship with the patriot cause. He married a new wife, 18-year-old Peggy Shippen, in April 1779. She was the daughter of a loyalist, and this, added to his financial distress, caused him to begin a correspondence with the British. Washington gave him command of West Point, New York, a strategic port, and he offered to give it up to the British for a large cash sum. Britain agreed, and John Andre, the spy that led negotiations, was captured, so the plan was foiled. Benedict was set for execution.
His financial problems, his marriage towards the daughter of a loyalist, and his exposure to the Philadelphia loyalist could have led to his correspondence with Britain. After all, the Patriots had never appreciated his service, crippling wounds, and dedication. Arnold fled to Britain to serve out the rest of the war on the British side, settled in England, and resumed his merchant career. He never really got the recognition he wanted because the British never fully trusted him. He died a bitter, indebted man, scorned by both sides.
Benedict Arnold was a man who betrayed his country, and if he succeeded, America may have never won the war. It is true that his actions was despicable and treacherous, but his actions were not completely his fault.
The Americans played a key part by not giving him recognition. His family background and unfortunate choices also may have caused his demise. He also had debt and wanted to die rich and successful, a dream he harbored in his heart from childhood.
Thanks for watching!